Spartacus, House of Ashur, begins in the aftermath of Spartacus's rebellion. Gladiators had slaughtered the house of Batiatus and many other nobles. Ashur chose the Roman leader's side, fighting against his own brothers. However, his treason did not buy him much time. When he finally showed up to see Spartacus, supposedly to kill him, Ashur got his own head chopped off instead. Still, a truly persistent bad guy always gets an elaborate second chance. Ashur woke up in the underworld where Batiatus's wife appeared to him and offered a literal alternate reality. In this magnificent fantasy, he sided with Roman big shots Crassus and Caesar. In fact, Ashur and his new powerful friends wiped out the gladiator rebels, and Ashur even had the privilege of killing Spartacus himself. For such extreme loyalty, he was showered with riches and inherited the entire household of Batiatus. And that, dear viewers, is how the House of Ashur was born. The catch, and there is always a catch, is that he is now stuck in this reality with his shiny new title. The problem is, his house is the biggest joke in the Republic, commonly known as the House of Asses. Ashur is, quite rightly, desperate to change the narrative. He figures the best PR move is to win a match in the arena. So he tries to give his gladiators a rousing pep talk, only for one brave or incredibly stupid soul to mention the biggest rumor in town. Ashur only defeated Spartacus by stabbing him in the back. Naturally, Ashur teaches the gladiator a lesson by killing him off. He then quickly realizes that he just executed the best fighter he had, right after sucking up to the Aedile, the game organizer, to finally get his house into the games. Desperate and down a gladiator, Ashur has his doctor organize an in-house competition. The winner is a guy named Logus. Logus, however, is not a fan of the House of Ashur. He is a card-carrying Spartacus disciple whose real goal is to overthrow the Roman system entirely. But a gladiator contract is a great place to bide your time until the revolution starts. Everyone starts believing the house might actually stand a chance until they find out Logus is fighting 3 men. A collective sigh of relief is heaved when the 3 men turn out to be 3 very small dwarves. Early on, the dwarves have the upper hand, but Logus soon rallies and kicks their butts. I honestly do not understand why these people always gloat before the job is actually finished. Because Logus is busy celebrating his victory when 2 of the dwarves he totally forgot to check for a pulse on spring back to life. Talk about an embarrassing plot twist. Logus is finished off. The House of Ashur is utterly disgraced, and Ashur is back at square one, now with 0 good fighters. Defeated but not giving up, Ashur heads to the port looking for fresh meat. That is when he spots her, a fierce warrior lady absolutely demolishing a group of Roman guards. Naturally, Ashur steps in, takes her down, and claims her. His poor doctor nearly has an aneurysm when Ashur declares his intention to put the woman into the arena, since women fighting is absolutely unheard of. But this unheard of move also means it instantly puts the spotlight back on the House of Asses. When the warrior finds out she is now a slave, she immediately grabs Ashur. He smartly counters, reminding her that even if she kills him and escapes, she would never be free, because she would be hunted down for the rest of her life. The only way to truly earn her freedom is to bow to him as her dominus and fight for it in the arena, just as the doctor once did. She agrees to this rather intense deal, and Ashur bestows upon her the glorious name of Achilleia. As expected, the gladiators don't take her seriously because, well, she is a woman. Her initial attempt to show her fighting skill fails woefully, and she gets her butt thoroughly kicked. This is not exactly a great start for the new face of the house. Her presence alone causes some type of defiance that the gladiators don't even listen to Dr. A's instructions. And to make it worse, Caesar chooses that moment to send Ashur on a wonderfully humiliating errand, taking down the dead bodies of the gladiator rebels still displayed around town. Even though Ashur got honor, the coins he got for his betrayal are dwindling, so he has to do this dirty job with his house. His opposing house, the owner of the dwarves, spots them doing the dirty job and wastes no time rubbing it in their faces. But the good news comes for Ashur when he receives a letter from Gabinius, a wealthy and influential nobleman in the area. Ashur is instantly excited. This has to be his chance to finally maneuver his way into the next arena game. I do not know why he has his hopes up though, because Gabinius's wife has publicly disrespected him many times, including that one time at the arena when she pretended to forget Logus's name just to shame the House of Ashur. Still, he goes. Upon getting to the house, he is first approached by Gabinius's daughter, who is suffering from heartbreak after Spartacus's rebels killed her husband. She thanks Ashur for getting rid of him, and Ashur seems to take a liking to her, which would eventually get him in trouble because the girl's mom chastises her for putting Ashur on a pedestal when he is nothing but a slave that clawed his way to freedom. The conversation between Ashur and Gabinius is as expected. He asks to see Ashur's house of Batiatus branding from Ashur's slave days, which Ashur already cut off. Then he reminds Ashur the Roman nobles would never see him as equal. He does ask what Ashur thinks of him though. At first, Ashur starts kissing ass, but Gabinius flares up demanding the truth, so Ashur lays his out for him, that the senator is just an old man desperately clinging to power, unable to control the people around him, especially his wife. Gabinius seems to laugh, as if that is exactly what he wants to hear, but then he promptly kicks Ashur out. What the heck kind of meeting is that? While Ashur is busy getting humiliated, his house is enjoying a moment of joyful relaxation. You already know there is no Spartacus without sex scenes, which you are not seeing here thanks to my restrictions. Anyway, one of the gladiators Achillea fought earlier decides the women provided are not enough and tries to sexually assault her. What better motivation is needed for her to get to her full potential? Absolutely none. She kills the guy in the most gruesome way, specifically getting rid of his sexual instrument. Yikes! Doctor rushes in and, loyal to the Brotherhood, orders Achillea to fight him. There is no way she is winning that, but just as she is about to be killed, Doctor pauses because he notices his own face is bleeding. Wait, what? This new lady, without much experience, is able to draw blood from Doctor. We are certainly not wasting that potential. He quickly orders the guys to back off Achillea or face his wrath. I already know the anti-inclusivity police are somewhere foaming at the mouth over a woman gladiator. They're definitely warming up their woke speeches right now. Rotten Tomatoes ratings are going to be brutal, I am sure. But I love me some badass women shows, so I would definitely be watching. And you? That's it for House of Usher, episode 1 and 2. See you when the finale airs for a full season recap.